Hello everybody, we're here with Laura Caretta from Telaeris. Laura, what first attracted you to the access control and handheld biometric sector?
So I firstly joined Telaeris back in 2020, and at the beginning I wasn't working in the security industry. I was actually working as a translator in another trade show in Italy, which is Sicurezza, always in the security industry. And I started working with Telaeris in occasion of that specific trade show, and I got along with the team members got along with me, and as it happens, the CEO was actively looking for someone in the region to expand the product in Europe. And after some evaluation, both parties decided to move forward, and here I am 6 years later.
Your remit sparks multiple markets and applications from industrial sites to corporate campuses. What's the most rewarding part of working in such diverse markets? And what about the most challenging?
So I think that the most rewarding part, in my opinion, is that express entry products really save lives. So for example, in case of emergency mastering, we help companies taking care of their most valuable asset, their people, and express entry has been proven to save lives many times in the past, and to me that's the most rewarding part. In terms of the challenges, I think that being able to comply with the legislation that is always evolving, that's the challenge, the main challenge for me.
Okay. With such a highly mobile and dynamic role, how do you keep a work-life balance? Do you have a go-to ritual or hobbies?
So Telaeris is very good in this. Telaeris always prioritize his employees' work-life balance, and our CEO always reminds us how important it is to take care of ourselves and our families first. So therefore, we're able to, do a good job on the field. And for what concerns me personally, to fully disconnect, I take my 4x4 3.8 liters Jeep Wrangler in the middle of the Tunisian desert. And I'm able to fully disconnect because there is no service there. So,
Think of one project or moment in your tenure at Telaeris that surprised you or made you especially proud. What was it and why?
there are many. But if I have to think about one specifically, I think it's a project that I've been able to deploy, and this was done in conjunction with a company based in Italy. Their name is Digitronica. So with them, we've been able to provide express entry to a petrochemical site in Abu Dhabi. And the reason why it was challenging is because you have, as a company from the US, coordinating with a company in Italy for a customer based in the Middle East. And this project included a whole new software integration, plus the deployment of more than 100 devices that are now in the field working. So I'm very proud that I've been able to follow this project very closely, and from the very start of it until the final moment of the deployment.
Many people associate access control with fixed readers at doors. How would you explain what makes handheld or biometric and mobile access solutions from Telaeris unique and different from traditional access control systems?
The point is that what we do is we solve a problem of how are you able to scan people through a fixed access control reader when there is no wall to do it. So what we do is we bring the security where it's needed rather than where it is.
Okay. Mobile.
Mobile, exactly.
So beyond the uniqueness How are those handheld and mobile solutions being used today in everyday safety, security, evacuation systems, especially in the context of Romania or SEE, if you have any examples?
So handheld devices are used in various different markets and sectors. And all these different sectors, and it could be schools, universities, oil and gas plant, manufacturer or government facilities, what they have in common is the need to extend the existing access control system beyond physical barriers. So at the end of the day, they all have similarities. They all have the same issues. For what concerns the Romanian market, we have deployment in the region in various different markets, and right now we're working very closely with a local partner. They are Ultravision Consult, and we are also working with a very regional access control brand, which is Pizza, that recently allow us to deploy a solution for a government-related company.
With digital transformation and Internet of Things, access control is increasingly part of a larger ecosystems like evacuation, mastering, analytics. How do you see this trend playing out, and what does Telaeris do to fit into the broader picture?
So I think that ultimately security and IT will continue to merge together. It is only right that security softwares will comply with IT standards regulation moving forward. And for what concerns Telaeris, Telaeris will have to adapt to the future legislation. Some of the work about network compliance and cybersecurity is actually going on right now at Telaeris, because we are continuously evolving to adapt to the requirements of our customers and IT standards.
Looking ahead, which innovations in access control, biometrics or mobile security interest you the most right now?
So I'm very interested about cloud and SaaS model softwares. Is the world ever gonna adapt to these new models, and is the corporate world going to adapt to SaaS and cloud-based solution? Another thing that interests me is the converge of technologies that were once separate. So if we look, for example, at mobile credentials, now are held into the Google or Apple wallet. So those are the main two things that interest me right now.
Good answer. And finally, what continues to keep you passionate about security tech, and what advice would you give to someone who wants to enter this part of the industry?
So the reality is that the security industry is a small world. So what I really like is the fact that I'm always able to meet friends from the industry and partners every time I go to events. So it's very easy to make connections and maintain those connections. And in terms of advice, I'm going to give the same advice that was given to me when I started. If you're entering the security world, don't do it, because once you enter the security world, you're never going to be able to leave. You will stay in the security industry forever.
Laura, thank you very much for your presence.
Thank you very much for inviting me here today.